Hello, hello, hello. This is episode 4 of Dune Prophecy. We got 3 episodes left. If you enjoy this review, please subscribe button, notification bell. I am starting The Lord of the Rings in January. I don't want you to miss it. So hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get a reminder. Let's go. Oh, we know that sound.
Hello?
Was that herself?
This isn't funny. Sister!
She slit in her throat. Everyone's having nightmares. What's going on? Is this Desmond Hart? Is he doing this?
Emmeline?
Oh my gosh, was it real? She saw the things. She saw the thing in her brain.
It's all right. Where am I? It's all right. It was just a dream.
She saw a machine. What is going on? Because Kasha saw that thing in her dream as well, right? That was the last time we saw it. The only time we've seen anything related to the machine, the sandworms, has been when we've seen Desmond Hart. So the fact that we see him just then, or the sandworms, the Arrakis, I forgot what they're called, the little pumper things that make the noise. The fact that we see them now, whilst Emmeline, I think her name was, is in pain, like, there must be a relation to Desmond Hart. Also, the fact that it was cross universe and something was happening to them.
I can't believe this is the first time we've had you at our table.
Her fortunes fade, nephew. Ousted from the palace, nowhere to go but the family she shunned.
What happened at the royal engagement? An accident?
That Richese boy was murdered. I assumed it was your kind spreading the rumor.
We serve truth. Hearsay serves panic.
It doesn't mean to offend. Our house wouldn't know what a truth-sayer does.
Well, perhaps it's time that changed.
The Sisterhood would like to elevate House Harkonnen by offering you the services of a truth-sayer.
Do they still want one?
It's standing idly by while your own house claws its way out of the shit. Now you choose to appear.
Perhaps we should confer.
The Sisterhood acknowledges its oversight.
She did make a promise to Tula that she was completely starting again and leaving this life behind, or her Harkonnen life.
Sister Theodosia, tell this young man what he truly desires. He's afraid that the other houses laugh at him. No. Worse, that they pity him. He desires respect. For himself and for his house.
Well, that's more than truth saying. That's mind reading.
You would stand by my side.
She stabs you in the back.
Let me prove our worth by ensuring you a seat at the High Council.
Father, there's a rumor circulating about Pruitt's death. Have you heard it?
I have. There's no proof the boy was murdered. It's absolute nonsense.
Regardless, it has left me terrified living in my own home. The rumor's true, isn't it? Your new attack dog murdered Pruitt.
That boy broke the first and highest law. No thinking machines. And he was met with the appropriate consequences.
We will not be united as long as he stands at your side. Jen hadn't been there.
What are all these voices in everyone's heads?
Yes. Sorry. What else did you see?
There was sand.
Sand. Perhaps these acolytes should return to their studies.
Reverend Mother Tula. There are stories about Mother Dorothea.
Mother Dorothea took her own life out of grief over the death of our founder. Are you using truth sense on me?
I'm sorry. She's just grasping for answers.
Emmeline wasn't the only one having nightmares. All of the acolytes were.
You all had it? The same dream?
You'd have to ask the others. I didn't have one.
Why not her? She's the most resistant one.
Best leave it alone. Lest you start up hysterics.
I don't trust her. The older Reverend Mother. I don't trust her. Why is she trying so hard to placate the situation? Is that the right word?
The governing body of the Landsrat brings stability to our growing Imperium, serving as a check against tyranny, injustice, and war.
I want to go to the Black House.
The Sisterhood has waged many a whisper campaign.
Whisper.
The great houses could follow your lead.
Remove all the truth sayers from the Landsrat. I might as well announce I have something to hide. The High Council will use it as a pretext to challenge my rule.
No one can take your power away from you unless you let them. This is the time to be bold.
He mentioned the whispers, and that's exactly what's going on in the sisters' ears.
How would you like to be remembered? As an emperor that allowed the nobles to tread all over him, or one that brought the great houses to heel? Those who disrespect you, disobey your laws, threaten your rule. Show them the man that you are. Use me.
No, it's not the time. The Imperium needs stability.
Time to snuff a fire out. Is when a fool lights a match. Not after your house burns down around you. This will do all the things you want, but better.
Better how?
Really big boo.
Once I release it into the vents, a jury swears it will make its way to the throne room. As soon as the Emperor makes his appearance at the High Council, Kieran unlatches the grates, then you hightail it out before it reaches the dais, and then our little resistance becomes a full-fledged rebellion.
You sure you're up for this? You seem a little bit spooked.
I don't need to convince you.
No? But you should probably convince yourself. Making the Imperium better comes at a cost. You ready to pay it?
Your little princess.
I could use you here. If you could.
There's no way she can leave.
Once I save the Emperor's life in full view, we'll be back in his good graces.
And what good is that if Desmond Hart still lives?
It's not wise to attack an enemy you don't understand head on. First, take out its limbs, diminish its strength, and give yourself time to understand its weaknesses. I will destroy the machine as soon as the Atreides boy releases it, and then I will deliver him as a traitor to the Emperor. First, we need to get my nephew out there on the High Council.
How?
It wasn't us that put the rumor about Paul Atreides into play, but play it we will.
Is there truth in this rumor of the boy's death?
Our mentats calculate the odds of immolation by toy malfunction at 1 in 2.5 million.
Oh, it was a cover-up.
Difficult to fully assess. House Harkonnen is refusing an investigation.
Are you suggesting they were threatened?
Uncertain. But to launch a formal inquiry is within the power of the great houses. It could be perceived that whomever launched the accusation is challenging his rule.
It's so hilarious how they use gossip as a weapon. I mean, it's been done in wars before.
You could sway a house whose gain outweighs the risks.
A lesser house.
A disgraced house.
House with an over-eager baron.
The Landsrat. It ends tomorrow. I've yet to hear from the High Council. Shouldn't you be out doing what you sisters do?
It's already in play. And there you go.
You must already know, Mr. Tracy's departure left a vacancy on the High Council. With your robust trade experience in whale fur, you're...
He said that so disparagingly.
Outstanding work. House Harkonnen dutifully accepts.
There is one thing we ask, Baron.
It is worrisome, when you agree, the conditions under which House Harkonnen departed.
It has been a source of concern.
Then you would also agree that the Imperial House should not be able to move against another house at will.
Wait, you want me to accuse the Emperor?
If this house isn't up to the task.
No, I mean... Yes, just one moment.
You have their support. They're just looking for cover. No one is above the law, not even the Emperor. By doing what the great houses are afraid to do, you will elevate this house beyond its station.
You should wait for Evgeny. It is his house.
What has he ever done for it?
Evgeny, I never knew his name.
Of the way they look at you. Harkonnen, the cowards of Corin. The past branded us, but the future can redefine our name.
I mean, something must go right for House Harkonnen to become the Harkonnens that we know now.
The spice will help you open your mind's eye, so that I can guide you back along the neural pathway of your dreams. I want you to close your eyes. Feel your heart rate slow. A vision forms in your mind. Now, take your charcoal. Show me what you see.
Maybe the girl in the back. Who that in the back? Maybe she, I think her name was Jenny. Was her name Jenny? Maybe she didn't have any dream because she's on the inside with Desmond Hart or with the machines or something. Do you know what I mean? Because she's always been a bit anti anyway.
You are in control of this journey. I want you to go.
Slender Man. People are drawing Arrakis.
Further into your mind.
They're all drawing the same thing.
Stop this! I warned you not to indulge them in hysteria. So well.
Oh.
Tula, what did you tell them?
I want you to bring your awareness back into your body.
Are they too far gone?
And I want you to feel the floor beneath your feet, and I want you to open your eyes.
They're too far gone.
Tula, end this now!
Open your eyes.
She has to use the voice.
Open your eyes, I said!
God is watching us, judging us. A reckoning is here.
Boy, all the best.
You're the one that leaked the truth about the Harkonnen boy.
Oh, don't look so surprised.
Interesting.
The Emperor has an opportunity to shore up his power. If they fear his wrath over machines, they'll fear him over anything. Sometimes, Avico just needs that little push.
Oh, are the sisters falling into a trap here? I'm not sure Valya is going to be able to stop them or stop the rebels.
That man in the portrait out there, that's who you wear around your neck. And your locket.
It's my brother, Griffin.
What happened to him? It's difficult for you to be here.
I'm tired, and I didn't bring you here to be constantly questioned.
Then why did you bring me here?
You know why?
I told you when I joined the Order. It was my one condition. I would not do that again.
We are up against something more powerful than we are. Your talent...
It's not a talent.
What can she do?
I won't ask unless I have to.
You already have.
What can she do? It's not the voice, clearly. There's something else. I'm trying to think else. What else do the Bene Gesserit do in the Dune movies that maybe we haven't seen the sisters do?
His Bashar is a monster. Father isn't thinking clearly.
What can we do?
Constantine, tomorrow you and I, we're going. We're going to tell the High Council exactly who Desmond Hart is. I know Father may have our heads, but we could force the Landsrod to move on Desmond Hart.
I like my head where it is.
You've let Father convince you you're weak, but I know who you are. You're the boy who fought to save me when you could have just run away and escaped.
And failed. I didn't save you. The sisterhood saved you. There'll be no coming back from this, Nez.
You are the bravest man I know. Be brave with me now.
Wait, what's going on with Desmond Hart's, like, the people that he sent around to go and find, like, the rebels? There are so many things in play right now. His son and his daughter are onto him. Kieran Atreides is about to blow this whole place up. Mother Superior has her own plans. She has her plans with him.
Noble
Is he good
Lords
at
of the High
speaking?
Council, House Harkonnen moves to file a grievance in the violation of Khanli. I call for a formal inquest into the death of Pruitt Richesi.
Oh, he wasn't expecting that.
Which house are you submitting this inquest against?
I can answer that. The Imperial House.
Oh. Does he need to do this anymore? They're blowing themselves up.
I accuse his new man, Desmond Hart, of murdering Pruitt Richesi.
What do I do?
Nothing, she just did it for you.
Order! 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 Order!
You want order?
Oh. What do you do now?
The moment you set foot on Arrakis, you are prey to 1,000 predators. What the princess says is true. But it was no murder. You all saw for yourself. Pruitt Richesi used forbidden machine technology. It was an execution. Much like how this whole council would have been executed today had rebels detonated this thinking machine as they had planned on doing. There are predators, and we need a leader who will chase those predators away. From now on, there will be no excuses, no exemptions. On your order, Your Majesty.
What is the daughter? What situation is the daughter in? Oh my. You hear that noise in his head? I'm pretty sure he's a machine himself. Are we seeing this from his point of view? Was there a machine inside Shai Hulud?
What happened? Desmond Hart headed off the rebel plot before I could. But his blood. We must send it to Tula immediately. She can trace it through the breeding index, and then we'll know exactly who he is and where he came from.
Lyla, if you can hear me, please wake up. I believe you are the key to this reckoning. You must be the one twice born.
You lied to us.
Oh my days. How did she get in here?
You murdered Dorothea. You murdered Ori. You slaughtered the Atreides. And now your sins has brought the reckoning to our order. Your lies must be cleansed.
Wait, she's not really in here, is she? She's a dream.
You won't be able to silence me like you silenced Dorothea.
It really was her. Oh, I was right.
Lyla?
Please don't jump out. I'm scared.
Animal, wake up.
Oh my goodness me. She's seen everything though, surely. Well, she's seen the technology, so.
I chose the sisterhood because they saw me. Griffin was the only one of you who was ever my equal. This house is nothing without me.
Griffin went to his death because of your damned ambitions. Your brother was going to build us back, but that wasn't enough for you.
The Atreides deserved what they got.
You're a black hole in this family.
Oh.
And then your poor sister.
I did nothing to Tula.
You knew how much she admired you. You abused her love like you abused Griffin's.
I will not apologize for what I did, and I will not apologize for my strength.
Such strength, it's sorcery. That day, before you left Lankivale, I knew then, one day it would destroy me.
I don't need sorcery to destroy you, dear uncle. Your own weakness has always sufficed. If you'd had the courage to follow me like Tula did, it wouldn't be the sisterhood that now towers in the Imperium. It would be House Harkonnen.
Damn. Where's his nephew? Oh, sorry, no, that's his son. Where's his... And there go the whispers again.
Valya. I understand now what it took for you to come back here. If you're willing to make the sacrifice, so will I. I'll do whatever it is you need me to do.
Did I push you too far?
Everyone makes their own choices, including me.
Oh my gosh. Is he being...
Thank you,
Theo? Oh. As in Theodosia. Excuse me. What? Huh? Okay, so clearly there are things that can happen within the Dune universe that I did not think were in the realms of this show or this universe. Or clearly I didn't understand the law, or we haven't explored the law enough for me to understand that it's possible for someone to physically transform into someone else. What on earth is going on? Unless she's not human, but I'm pretty sure she is. That has honestly just spun my mind. And you know why it has? I feel like we were almost going the route of the sisterhood. So prior to watching this series, we haven't really made it clear in the Dune universe where the sisters find their power. And so I think watching the Dune universe, there was some part of me that believed in some sort of mysticism to it rather than it being a science. And then in the start of the show, they approach it like it's a science and they explain how, in real life, how you can use essentially there's tells that give away that someone's lying. Their heartbeat, their response time, sweat, etc. They explain it like it's a science, and they just say that the sisters are so tuned. They're so tuned into those things that they're able to read when someone's lying or not. So it almost frames it like humans have just evolved, and so are better. Like basically, the sisters are an evolution of humanity, and therefore they're able to read these things exceptionally well. Mentats the same thing. It's almost like they are an evolution of the human species. That's one thing. Physically transforming into a whole nother human being, I haven't seen anything comparable to this in this whole Dune experience so far. everything so far has been like there's been elements of like things that could possibly be magic, but it's more like but I still think it's lent more sci-fi ish, even with the voice and with what Paul is capable of. I'm so shocked, and I don't know where we're going. I have no idea. Like, why is she capable of that? Is this within the books, and maybe the movies haven't explored that kind of? I don't even know what to call it. Magic, mysticism, fantastic. Like, huh? Yeah, that completely threw me off. I will say, I think this series would have been better off. I think this series definitely would have been better off with a couple more episodes, specifically with episode 1 and episode 4. It feels like it's weird. It feels like there's a lot happening in these episodes, but the episodes themselves feel so, like, they feel so long. Like, I'm always like, wait, how long has this been? Like, it feels like it's going on forever. And it's one thing for the episodes to be long, but the fact that I feel they're long and there's a lot going on. Usually when you have a lot going on, you tend to feel like it's fast paced, but this is really like it's a slow burn, and a slow burn plus length is not really a good combination. So I almost wish that the show had more episodes so they could chop some of the story up into smaller episodes. Therefore, even if it's a slow burn, I don't suffer the length of those episodes. Does that make sense? Episode 2 and 3, I think this show found a rhythm that I was really comfortable with, but I feel like we lost that a bit in this episode. Story wise, let's just jumping into some of the things because I don't have enough time to break down the full episode. But Desmond Hart, I am pretty sure he is a machine, or he entered. He has some. I think he's a machine. I think he entered Shai Hulud, and there was a machine in there that has done something to him and changed him in a way that has given him these capabilities. How he found the rebels though, and he couldn't identify Kieran Atreides when he was so central to the plan, that does shock me. I mean, it makes sense that the sister could have escaped because she wasn't really part of the plan. Her priority is the sisterhood. But how Kieran didn't get clocked, I don't know. And I don't know what he's going to do now. What's going to happen with the princess, given what she did, what she intended to do in front of her father? That's going to be interesting to explore. I didn't expect um, I didn't expect Valya to lose twice in a row. She lost to Desmond Hart in episode 2, and she basically lost to him again. She was outwitted basically twice. I wasn't expecting that. So she's really on the back foot now, which is why she has to turn to Theodosia to turn into. And then we go to is it Wallach 9, where the sisters are based, and Lila's back. Not shocked about that, really, to be honest. But there's kind of a mini rebellion born out of Sister Dorothea within the sisters. We can see they're starting to, like, they're starting to buy into her, I don't know what else to call it, but like her theology and bring it back. I'm confused about the Jennifer girl. I don't know where she sits in all this. I don't know when she's acting, when she's not acting. And I mean in the context of the show, not actually like when she's performing. But I don't know where she stands in this entire situation, because you would think, given her stance in prior episodes, that she'd be the one fronting this kind of mini rebellion group. But no, it's Emmeline. And we don't really see Jen, I think that's her name, involved in that. What's her motivation? I don't know. There's 2 episodes left. It feels like I have a lot of questions. We're probably going to get answers to half of those in the next episode. But yeah, I'm having a very mixed experience with this show. 2 and 3 had me very hopeful. 4 has kind of thrown me back into the blender. But we're still going to finish the show, of course. So we will be back with episode 5 and 6. Guys, please like, subscribe, share. Peace out.